Hi YouTube, it's me, Nezrak. We're making another Nez's RE video. Today we were talking about something that is awesome but not awesome because it's not real. Just in case you haven't seen it, I'm gonna let you go watch it and be amazed and feel all inspired. It's hoverboards. I'm gonna post a link in the description. Pause this video, go watch that video first, then come back if you dare. I'm waiting for you to go watch the video. That's why I'm not talking. Okay, now, you've watched it, right? The whole thing? Okay, I couldn't watch the whole thing. I could. I just was disappointed halfway through, and I had to pause it and get over my heartbreak. Anyway, let's talk about hoverboards. Let's talk about this particular Huvr company and why they're bullshit. First up and foremost, it's bullshit. The hoverboards are bullshit. It's an attempt at a viral video, and a lot of people are probably gonna watch that video, and I think they should. I think you guys should still go watch the video. If you enjoy it or enjoy watching that video, share it. You know, enjoy it, enjoy the magic, enjoy everything that it represents. But I'm here to tell you right now, it's bogus. It's 100% fake. Why do I say it's bogus and 100% fake? It's because it is. If you watch the video, you can see bulges, hunchbacks, in everybody's back like this. You know, kind of like how my hoodie is, kind of like that. You can see that in Tony Hawk's back, the cute girl, I don't know her name, T.O.'s back. I mean, you can see it in everybody's back because they're being lifted up by a crane. Now, if you've ever watched street performers, David Blaine, the Mr. Magician actually exposed this, Chris Angel, they all do this, except they do it a little bit better. And I hate to say it like that, but they do. They all do this, okay, for their levitation techniques. And they hire actors, which is why there weren't a lot of people in the crowd. Now, me personally, I look at circumstances as evidence as well. If you were to really come out with some technology like that, technology that in a surfboard or a skateboard size package has more technology than a space station does or a satellite does, think about it. That would be the biggest press conference in the world. That guy who owns that company, who started that technology, would instantly become a trillionaire. If he went public, he'd probably be the world's first multi-trillionaire, okay? And I think he'd be the world's first trillionaire, okay? So he'd be the richest man in the world, bottom line. Just because of the fact that the applications for something like that are endless in real-world technology. Would you be going around on a hoverboard? Never, okay? A hoverboard would never work just because of the fact that the base premise of riding any board is friction. Bottom line. A surfboard, a snowboard, even a fucking windboard, when you see people skydiving with the fucking board on their feet, that uses air as friction. Everything uses friction, and with an anti-gravity board, you eliminate your primary source of friction. The other source of friction would be wind resistance, but you can't use wind resistance at 0.5 miles per hour. You need to actually get some speed before that actually works. So if you were to put on a squirrel man suit and jump out of the plane and then use your hoverboard going down the side of a mountain, yes, that would probably work, okay? But you'd be using the wingsuit more than the board. The board's just keeping you off the ground, okay? Now as far as just being able to stand up and float around in your room, it wouldn't happen because you can't anchor yourself to anything, okay? It would be like trying to put a ball on top of, trying to put a ball bearing on top of another ball bearing and standing on both of them, okay? Or even put a basketball on top of another basketball and then put a board on top of it and then try to stand on top of it. That's what it would be like. It'd be nearly impossible to balance because regardless of which way you're going, something is working against you, okay? So, it's fake, and I hate to say it. And it kind of pisses me off because they're like, it feels so natural. I thought it was going to be weird. It feels so natural. Gravity is what binds our cosmos together. Without gravity, nothing in the world would exist. Nothing. We wouldn't exist. The stars wouldn't exist. Nothing would exist, okay? And it feels natural. Like, they couldn't come up with something better than it felt so natural? It wasn't hard to do at all? Are you fucking kidding me? That kind of pissed me off. Like, you guys could have came up with something like, after hours of trying, I finally stood up on the board. That would be believable, okay? But come on, dude. Anyway, I hate to crush people's dreams like that. But I felt kind of hurt myself. You know, I was like, oh wow, but hoverboards, yay, finally! And then it's like, oh, you motherfuckers. Like, I just watched it and pretty much gathered that it was fake pretty quickly. ascertained that it was fake pretty quickly. Now let's talk about practical applications. If you guys are done with the video, you can stop now, but let's talk about practical applications where a hoverboard, a hover pad would be very beneficial. First off and foremost, any vehicle would benefit from a hover pad. Not the way you think though. First off and foremost, the vehicle will probably end up accelerating to a speed and then activating its hover pads to coast, okay? The only resistance you really have would be wind resistance, okay? But it wouldn't be practical for, like, say, a car like mine, my car. That wouldn't be practical because my car gets 40 mpg anyway, okay? So it would be very impractical for that to work. But if you had something that was big, like a pickup truck or a tank, it would be it'd be extremely practical, okay? In short, let's say you had an A1 Abrams. Let's say you're in the military and you deal with fuel and trying to improve the military forces, right? If you had, say, the Army with their tanks, because they have more tanks than everybody, they have more planes, more boats, the Army's the biggest branch of our military. Let's say you wanted to increase fuel economy. If you were to equip hover pads on a A1 Abrams, which goes about 45 miles per hour, one of the fastest tanks in the world, I think, and you were to activate your hover pads at 45 miles per hour, you don't have to rev up that thirsty ass engine to freaking, you know, to keep going. You could just literally go up to 45 miles per hour, activate your pads, let the engine idle to produce electricity for the pads, okay? Now, that's pretty much the only real application that we could really use something like that for. We could use it for shipping and stuff like that, and you'll turn it on. One person can move a car or something like that across the room, but that's about it. Anyway, now that I've crushed your dreams, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please feel free to like and subscribe. This is Nezerac. Deuces.
Out of my head, man. This wasn't supposed to happen like this. I messed up. I don't think she's coming back this time. Not this time. 'Cause every time I pick up a pen, it's